Hey gamers, it's G from the corner, and let's just cut to the chase. Is Balatro the game of the year? This game came out of nowhere back in February. One guy from my home country of Canada whooped up this weird little poker roguelike, and I had heard things about it. I heard very good things about it earlier in the year, but was very deterred from trying it. I am not the biggest roguelike fan. I really just am not that great at them, honestly, but they also kind of frustrate me. Here is a pretty fully featured campaign for a video game, and I have to play the whole thing in one sitting. It's unfortunate. I feel very barred from actually getting to see the fullness of a game because I don't want to or don't have the time to really invest enough in it to get extremely good at it. So Balatro was a game I was curious about, but was never one I was super into. But then, it got nominated for Game of the Year. In fact, all the award shows thought very highly of it. And, as much as the Game Awards is kind of a whatever show, they're nominating DLC for Elden Ring this year. Are you serious? It does kind of represent a lot of the games people really like in the year, and I don't end up playing a lot of them. So since last year, I've decided to make an effort to play one new game up for the award every year, and thank goodness this game was up for it, because every other game was like a 30-40 hour action RPG or just straight up RPG that I did not have the time for. So yeah, let's play the fun poker roguelike. Why not? To my shock, though, I really like this game. As somebody who doesn't like roguelikes at all, I am honestly just shocked that I have enjoyed it as much as I did. Now, it's not the perfect game, obviously. Nothing is, but you know what? It does what it does very, very well. The thing that keeps me deterred from most roguelikes is, again, the campaign-like structure of these games and you being forced to go back to the beginning. But Balatro just fully intakes the arcade roots that inspire this genre, and really, there's no progression. I mean, there is progression. There are challenges that get harder, but it's not like you're going to be looking at different environments, getting completely different level designs if you are more skilled at the game. You're just going to have more tools at your disposal. It really feels like an arcade game. You're just given a board and you go, all right? There's all these cards that you can play to modify your hands and deck. Okay, I mean, I guess I should explain how the game works, right? It's basically you're given a hand and you have to play a poker hand from it. It's not like actually playing poker. You're not given 2 cards and then you have to play 2 that match with the 5. No. Your hand, you pick the cards in your hand that make the poker hand, and that's it. You just keep doing that and it'll add to a blue multiplier on the left side, but there is also a red multiplier on the right side that'll get modified depending on what joker cards you have in your sort of playing field. So basically, you're going to be given a shop at the end of every round that you play. They're called binds. And sometimes these shops will contain joker cards. These cards can modify your deck, your hand, whatever you're playing, depending on the situation. Some of them will modify other joker cards, There's plenty of chaos to these. You can carry 5 at a time. They're really interesting, right? I can't really even begin to explain how they work. There's so many of them that do so many different things, but just think of them as modifiers that you have on hand. Then there are planet cards that will permanently level up certain types of hands, allowing you to, perform better depending on what you play. And tarot cards, which will, modify cards in your hand or deck. They all add a lot of depth to this game. There's vouchers too that are permanent upgrades to your run. And you can even choose what hand and difficulty level you start at the beginning of the game. The thing that keeps Balatro so engaging and makes me want to keep playing it is that, I don't feel like I missed out if I lose. If I lose and I'm 3/4 of the way down a roguelike, I'm going to be like, what the heck? I got to play the whole thing again, especially if it's a longer roguelike, right? If it's anything more than 4 hours, then dude, what the heck? That's not fun. That's not cool. But that immediate arcade pick up and play nature found in Balatro just lends it so well to being replayed, even if you fail over and over again. It's such a fun game. It's a high recommendation. It's very cheap compared to a lot of the other games I've talked about this year. Only about $12 on the App Store and $17 on consoles. Highly recommend this title. Does it deserve Game of the Year? Yes. Will it win Game of the Year? No. Is it my Game of the Year? Not really. I prefer other games specifically, but this is a very, very good game, a commendable effort, and I'm so happy for the guy behind this game. Seriously, my hat's off to you. You deserve everything in the world. You pulled this game together, just you, all alone, and now it's everywhere, man. Everybody's all over this game. That's super cool. Keep yourselves cornered. I'll talk about indie games whenever I get the chance to and have the opportunity to, without worrying that nobody will watch the video. And I will see you guys on the next one, which will hopefully be very soon. Bye-bye.